I hope everyone is able to hear me. So that was the 12 principles of animation which we require to follow when we are drawing or when we are creating animation. So after this, next we are having animation sequences. Before that, we will recall again the definition of computer animation. What is computer animation? Is nothing but making things or objects which are drawn on sheets to a life is called as computer animation. It is the art of creating moving images via the use of computers. It is a field of computer graphics and animation. Increasingly, it is created by means of 3D computer graphics, though 2D computer graphics are still widely used for low bandwidth and faster real-time rendering images. The common applications of computer animations are entertainment. Then you can see the use in computer games, motion pictures, cartoons, advertising, scientific and engineering studies, and training and education purpose. In computer animation, to create the illusion of movement, an image is displayed on the computer screen, then quickly replaced by a new image that is similar to the previous image but slightly shifted. So this technique is identical to how the illusions of movement is achieved with television and motion pictures. We are having this very important concept here again and again, which is keyframe animation. What do we mean by keyframe animation? It is method used by most programs to control animation, which is called as keyframe animation. That keyframe animations consist of frames which are important, which are keyframes. So that is your keyframe concept. Using this process, you can increase the number of frames. So for making a film, you require at least 24 frames per second. Out of 24 frames, you can have 10 frames which are keyframes, and other frames can be called as in-between frames. We will see that all here in next PPT. So questions was asked many times, what is animation sequence? Which are the steps in designing animation sequence? We will see all them one by one. So in conventional animation, we are having first that is storyboard, then keyframes, then in-between frames, then pencil test, then cells, then road sheet, and lastly exposure sheet. Let's see all this one by one. So first we are having storyboard layout. It is a series of sketches, or you can say photographs, showing the sequence of shots or images planned in a film. Here this 6 frames are shown. In the very first frame you are having a ball resting on the ground. Then second frame, it is somewhat stretched. Then third frame, it was somewhat above the ground. Next frame, it is again more above the ground. And next frame, it is coming down nearer to the ground. And lastly, it is stayed at the ground. So these movements of ground, movements of these balls from base to the air and again coming back to the ground, we need to draw this storyboard layout, the steps of your frames, keyframes, one after another. That is going to show you your storyboard. So it is nothing but, you can say, outline of the actions or of the total frame, set of basic events that are to take place in specific orders. It gives the sequence of the motion of your keyframes, and it also consists of some rough sketches. So that is what you are having animation sequence first steps, that is storyboard. With the help of sequence of sketches, the ideas of the structure animation is created, and this outline forms of animation is what we called it as storyboard. Next we are having is object definition. In each and every keyframe, which objects you are going to show, in scenes which objects are present, how that going to appear, what is the shape of that object, which part is visible, which part is not visible, that each object's participation in the keyframe is shown in object definition, the next step after storyboard. So it is deciding which objects or participants are in the action. Each active session is treated as object. It is defined in terms of basic shapes such as polygons, and along with object, motion associated with object is also specified or defined. So all the properties of the objects present inside the frames that are defined in this second step, that is object definition. Next, after this, we are having animation sequence, or we can, sorry, in animation sequence we are having third step, that is keyframe specification. What we are having in keyframe specification, I already told you that in keyframe means we are having important frames that tells your story to the audience. So keyframe is detailed drawing of the scene at certain time in animation sequence. They are positioned according to time for that frame. Let's see here one example of a boy jumping from the ground. He is in the air and again at the ground. So that is what decides your keyframes. The first keyframe is the boy is on the ground, and the last keyframe is jumping, he is in the air and resting on the ground. So in this storyboard, jumping boy from ground to again coming to the ground, we are having 3-4 main keyframes, and rest are our in between keyframes. So that need to be generated between the main keyframes.